Okay, so this is how we do it. Now we're just softening it so that we can beat the crap out of it. When you pound it with the hammer, from what I understand, it smashes all the crystals together, makes it more dense, and it creates tension, makes it brittle. And then you heat it up, and it melts that and releases it, and then you can pound it out flat again. You see it's starting to get oval instead of circular. It's because I'm not hitting it straight. Here, trying to round it out a little bit. But this is why these are all going to be kind of unique. They're all going to be a little bit different shaped. Not entirely perfect. They're a little bit primitive that way. I think they look cool. I'll do some minimal polishing on it. I like to have the surface a little bit scuffed so that you can actually take the lasering of it. I'm going to make it pretty deep. So they're going to be pretty thick compared to the ones I usually make that are pre-made out of like 20 gauge or 22 gauge silver. These are going to be actually like, you know, probably a millimeter or so thick. And yeah, anyway, you'll see. We'll keep pounding them here. Starting to get red hot. Everything's kind of falling off the desk here. That's what I get for not being more professional in my approach to such things. Now, I should also be wearing hearing protectors because I'm fucking going deaf now. I didn't realize it until I'm like, wow. But yeah, my ears are ringing. Yeah, always wear ear protection so you don't go deaf. All right. So yeah, you can see it's starting to get pretty decent size here. Heat it up again. See how much redder it gets and how much quicker it gets there. It's getting thinner, thinner. Hit it hard. So this is also called annealing in alchemy. In the annealing phase is where you beat strength into something. It's the part that hurts to go through, but it makes it, it's where the strength is imbued into the thing that you're making. Now, real jewelry smiths would start using a smaller hammer at this point, but I'm not that. I'm a talisman maker. I have respect for jewelry smiths, so they have a lot of skills I don't have. Okay, I think that's about where I want it to be. So this would be like a pocket talisman of the type I am making. That's basically it. I'm going to heat it up one more time. Relax all that tension I just all right, because it's not a piece of steel. It needs to be strong. Really. All right. Just gonna let that cool off. Okay, so here's the disc at the end of it. It's been cooling off for a little bit. I'm not sure how hot it still is. Still pretty. Actually, no, it's quite cool. Aha, good, good. All right, so very cool. Good, I can measure it now. Okay. So I splurged on some fancy ass calipers because I always wanted these when I was working in various places. So this turned out to be about 28.4 by 30, so almost 30 by 30. 29.78. 30 by 30 there, yeah. So almost 30 by oops, 26 at the smallest, but probably 27, 28 there. So 30 by 28 looks like. All right, so that's probably as good as it's gonna get with that. This point I'm just rubbing off. It's pretty warm too. But anyway, at this point I'm just rubbing off too much salt. So there's just this little spot here that still needs a little bit of work. I'm just going to leave it. It'll be alright. You can see that it's not really a uniform surface for sure. That's what makes it primitive, right? It's not perfect. I like it, it's not perfect. I'm not perfect. Alright. So, the measurements were 28 by 30. Okay. So you can see it's not quite lined up. Hopefully you can see it. Let's see. Alright. So Okay, I paused it for a second. Take a look at what's going on here. I see a lot of white lines on there. Kind of some depth, but not a lot of the dark black lines like I like to have. Let me see if I can adjust the height a little. I'm going to let it finish this layer. I'll probably do another layer after this. that do make a difference. Nice. Nice. Would you look at that shit? Hell yeah, brothers and sisters. What have we got? We have our first one. Not bad. Says I. This side could probably use a little work. Yeah, I probably should have done this a little deeper. Alright, well, okay, not bad for a prototype. This side looks great. That side, should have done that one with these settings first. So what are we going to do? We're going to melt this shit down, and we're going to start over again. Ta-da! This was a test. This was only a test.